It's Friday, October 5th. The Supreme Court on Thursday refused to interfere in the centre's decision to deport 7 Rohingya men jailed in Assam to Myanmar. The centre told the Supreme Court that Myanmar had accepted the refugees as its citizens and agreed to take them back. They were found to be illegal immigrants and their country of origin, Myanmar, has recognized them as Myanmar citizens, Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi held. On Wednesday, the police sent the 7 men who are from Myanmar's Rakhine state to the border in Manipur. The men were in Silchar Central Prison since 2012 for illegally crossing the border. On Tuesday, a United Nations human rights expert expressed alarm at the government's decision to deport the 7 men. The UN officer on racism said the forcible return could constitute violation of international law. In August last year, India announced that it was planning to deport all 40,000 Rohingya refugees in the country. The Rohingya, who've been characterized as illegal immigrants, are refugees as per the definition of the United Nations Convention on the Status of Refugees, which is people forced to flee their country because of well-founded fear of persecution for reasons of race, religion, nationality, political opinion, or membership in a particular social group. The Rohingya have been described by the United Nations as one of the most persecuted minorities in the world. 25,000 people are estimated to have been killed since the first waves of violence in 2012, and over 700,000 have fled to neighboring Bangladesh. UN investigators say they found conclusive evidence of the military killing indiscriminately, gang raping women, assaulting children, and burning entire villages. Which brings us to the question whether India is guilty of violating the internationally held principle of non-refoulement. Non-refoulement is the principle of the Refugee Convention of 1951, which says that refugees should not be returned to a country where they have reason to fear persecution. India is not a signatory to the 1951 convention, as Junior Home Minister Kiran Rijiju has pointed out. However, Advocate Suhrit Parthasarathy writes, we need to heed the existence of sources of law that stretch beyond treaty obligations. These include norms of customary international law where binding rules have been crystallized as a result of practice by states. The principle of non-refoulement is widely regarded as one such rule. There is no denying that non-refoulement is now nearly universally accepted as constituting a fundamental rule of international law. The bonhomie between the Congress and Mayawati, on display just a few months ago, has soured. Dealing a blow to opposition unity ahead of assembly elections in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, Mayawati has announced her party will go it alone. The BSP has a considerable presence in 14 of Madhya Pradesh's 52 districts.
और अब बीएसपी मूवमेंट के हित में ये फैसला किया है कि राजस्थान व मध्य प्रदेश में भी बीएसपी अकेले अपने बलबूते पर ही चुनाव लड़ेगी.
Mayawati had earlier announced an alliance with Congress rebel Ajit Jogi in Chhattisgarh, which also votes later this year. The BSP chief charged senior Congress leader Digvijay Singh of playing saboteur. Digvijay Singh had in an interview alleged that Mayawati was under pressure from central agencies like the CBI, who were pursuing corruption cases against her, explaining her reluctance to finalize an alliance with the Congress.
जो राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष हैं श्री राहुल गांधी व संरक्षक श्रीमती सोनिया गांधी जी, ये दोनों चाहते हैं, दिल से चाहते हैं कि बीएसपी का और कांग्रेस पार्टी का गठबंधन होना चाहिए.
Significantly, Mayawati in her press conference did not attack the Gandhis, which reportedly has given hope to party leaders that all may not be lost ahead of the 2019 general election, where an alliance with the Samajwadi Party and the BSP in Uttar Pradesh will be crucial to their chances. Brett Kavanaugh is all set to be appointed to the US Supreme Court after the FBI reportedly found no evidence of the assault charges leveled against him. President Trump's nominee to the top court, Kavanaugh was accused of sexual assault by 3 women. The testimony of the first, Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, was heard at a Senate Judiciary Committee hearing on the 27th of September. President Trump, standing for Kavanaugh's character, ordered an FBI investigation into his profile. Reportedly, the FBI failed to interview Dr. Ford or Julie Swetnick, the third woman to have accused Kavanaugh of sexual misconduct, but reportedly spoke to Deborah Ramirez, who has accused Kavanaugh of exposing himself to her when they were students at Yale University in the 1980s. Interestingly, Kavanaugh did not ever outright agree to an FBI investigation.
I'm asking about the FBI investigation.
The committee figures out how to ask the questions. I'll do whatever. I've been on the phone multiple times with committee counsel. I'll talk to...
Judge Kavanaugh, will you support an FBI investigation right now?
I will do whatever the committee wants to...
Personally, do you think that's the best thing for us to do? You want to answer?
The FBI report will now be reviewed by the Senate, who will weigh it alongside the testimonies they heard last month. The final deciding vote will likely come over the weekend. Republicans hold a narrow 51-49 majority in the Senate. That means if all Democrats vote against Kavanaugh, Republicans can only afford one defection. The names to watch out for are Republican Senators Jeff Flake, Susan Collins, and Lisa Murkowski, all 3 of whom have not revealed how they will vote. To give you a brief recap of the hearing, Dr. Ford remained calm, firm, and emotional.
I am here today not because I want to be. I am terrified. I am here because I believe it is my civic duty to tell you what happened to me while Brett Kavanaugh and I were in high school. Brett groped me and tried to take off my clothes. He had a hard time because he was very inebriated and because I was wearing a one-piece bathing suit underneath my clothing. I believed he was going to rape me, and I have seen my life picked apart by people on television, on Twitter, other social media, other media, and in this body who have never met me or spoken with me. I have been accused of acting out of partisan political motives.
Meanwhile, Kavanaugh called the hearing a witch hunt and was on the offensive from the get-go.
This whole 2-week effort has been a calculated and orchestrated political hit, fueled with apparent pent-up anger about President Trump and the 2016 election.
Did you consume alcohol during your high school years?
Yes, we drank beer. My friends and I, the boys and girls, yes, we drank beer. I liked beer, still like beer. We drank beer. The drinking age, as I noted, was 18, so the seniors were legal. Senior year in high school, people were legal to drink, and we drank beer. And I said sometimes probably had too many beers, and sometimes other people had too many beers. You're asking about blackout. I don't know. Have you?
Could you answer the question, Judge? That's not happened. Is that your answer?
Yeah, and I'm curious if you have.
I have no drinking problem, Judge.
Yeah, nor do I.
Okay, thank you.
The testimony was also a window into the kind of justice Kavanaugh would be. In summation, even though the decision lies with the Senate, it's been an incredible week for the American people, especially its women. Ford's testimony saw women across the country call into the National Sexual Assault Hotline, crying, speaking about their own experiences, asking that women be heard and believed.
Don't look away from me. Look at me and tell me that it doesn't matter what happened to me.
5 से 6 लाख लोग जो यहाँ पे रोज़ अप डाउन करते हैं, उनको मैं टाइम का सेटअप वगैरह लगा के देता हूँ। मैं दुनिया को टाइम पे चलाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, तो ये बड़े फ़ख्र की बात है मेरे लिए। मेरा नाम भारत महेंद्र सिंह है, उम्र है 44 ईयर्स। रेलवे ज्वाइनिंग करके मेरे को 15 to 16 ईयर्स कंपलसरी हो गए। दो घड़ियाँ जो मैकेनिकल क्लॉक्स हैं, टावर और मिनी टावर, स्पेशली ये ज़्यादा तवज्जो रखती हैं, बिकॉज ऑफ यहीं से लोग बाग ये टाइम वगैरह सेटअप लेके जाते हैं। तो यहाँ का टाइमिंग वगैरह मैं सेट करता हूँ और इसकी जो मेंटेनेंस वगैरह है वो मैं करता हूँ। हफ्ते में 2 बार इसको मेरे को चाबी देनी पड़ती है। इसके अलावा उसके अंदर ऑयलिंग वगैरह है, जंग वगैरह है, उसको ओवर ऑयलिंग करता हूँ। उसके एक एक पार्ट्स हैं, उनमें ऑयलिंग वगैरह करके फिर उसको मैं 2 बार हफ्ते में वाइंडिंग करता हूँ, मंगलवार और शुक्रवार को। घड़ी का वेट 170 kg है, प्लस जो उसका पेंडुलम है वो 25 किलो का है, तो इट इज़ ऑल क्रिएट बैलेंस। आज की जो भागती दौड़ती दुनिया है उसके हिसाब से देखने को जाएंगे तो घड़ियों का महत्व तो बढ़ ही जाता है आजकल। ये घड़ियाँ कम से कम 150 साल पुरानी घड़ी है, हमारे सेंट्रल रेलवे की शान है ये घड़ी, इसके लिए हम लोग को ज़्यादा ध्यान देना पड़ता है ये घड़ी के ऊपर।